Impromptunes, 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 imprompt. Do you hear the people improvising?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Impromptunes, the completely improvised musical podcast. Please give it up for your MC.
Hey, it is me, Emmet Nichols, and I'm so excited to be in the studio. I love making up improvised musical podcasts with three of my best friends. I have with me Hollie James.
Hello, that's nice that you think I'm your best friend.
One of my three.
Downgraded already, thank you.
That's funny. And also Jack O'Reilly.
Ooh, I'm a best friend too.
One of the three.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And the third of my three best friends, that sounds bad. I've just ranked him as number 3. Joshua James Webb on keys, just giving us some really positive vibes. So I'm happy to be here, and I want to talk to you guys, Jack and Hollie. Let's get real for a second.
Ooh.
Can we talk about best friends? Because to this day, I claim that I have a best friend. His name is Michael Burke. He was my best friend when I was 12. We both played Magic the Gathering, and to this day, I just can't shake it. We're still best friends.
You played Magic together?
Magic the Gathering, yeah.
Oh, Magic the Gathering.
Magic would be really fun,
That
I
was
think.
such a cool moment.
I was like, what?
It was such a beautiful moment for me, Jack, when I thought you were saying, like, oh my God, you played Magic? But no, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I thought you just meant that you were like little wizards playing Magic together.
Searching for the golden stitch. Actually, he does look a bit like the Harry Potter to my Ron Weasley.
Oh,
But he
That's,
doesn't have
that's
stitch.
really cute. Can I
about
say
you
something controversial, though?
Yeah.
I think that as a society, we get confused between best friend and longest friend because I don't think they're the
he
same
is very
thing.
tall, you're right.
No. I just did like a...
Oldest friend, yeah. Like as in, longest serving.
Yeah, because I think that doesn't just because they've been around the longest doesn't necessarily make them your best.
That's
and
true.
now I hope that that's causing you scandal, listeners, and you're thinking through your friendship
Especially
list.
Michael Burke, who's been explicitly named in this podcast.
No, I don't mean you, Michael. I'm so sorry. How awkward.
So you've got a lot of old friends or lengthy friends, but not, you have other people who are closer to you, Hollie?
No, I didn't mean me specifically.
Well, now we're talking about you. You're in the hot seat.
I think that you need to have best friends in subsections. Like, because I've got best friends, but then I'm like, I've got my Whopper best friends,
Yeah.
and then like my Geelong best friends, and then my Impromptunes best friends who are right here.
Yes.
Did you say that the ones from Geelong are your Geelongest best
Yeah,
friends?
exactly.
So Hollie's theory holds true.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to make up an improvised musical podcast for you today. We're very excited. We're all dancing. Just happy to be here, really. And what we do is we take a title from you, from the internet. You guys post titles on our social media, and we make up musicals based on them. So if you got nothing else to do right now, jump on to Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or even Reddit, and give us a song title, a show title. But we make up all the music, all the dancing, all the words, all the characters, and I am ruffling through the bowl of destiny, and I have found a title for today, which is called Rob Mills, The Untold Story by Naomi Wales. Now, this was from a gig that we did on Facebook Live, I think, and YouTube Live. Lights Up on the Arts. Thank you, Naomi, for watching the show, and thanks for giving us the suggestion. Rob Mills, The Untold Story. I gotta tell you guys, I don't know a heap about Rob Mills.
I don't either.
Nor do I.
Excellent. Well, maybe our listeners don't know all the things that we don't know, which is why it's Rob Mills, The Untold Story. So we are going to make up a musical on the spot for you now. Jack, third of 3 best friends in the room.
No, I'm 1 or 2. Josh was
yes,
third.
true. Are you ready? One of my best Impromptunes friends in the room. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hollie, one of my best 2 friends in the room. Are you ready?
Yes.
Josh, number 3. Please don't be so insulted that you're not ready to play. Rob Mills, The Untold Story.
You think you know him, but you would be wrong. On Australian Idol, he sung just one song.
You think you know him, but you would be wrong. Don't you know he hits the gym and he is very strong?
You think you know him, but you are not right. He went to the Hilton to stay for one night.
You think you know him, but you'd have to hit it when he was performing in a musical wicked.
Rob Mills, stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. Rob Mills, stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. Rob Mills, stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. Rob Mills, stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. You think you know him, but you would be angry if you knew that I knew him more than you.
You think you know him, but you don't know him by half. You think you know him, we've got a story to make you laugh.
You think you know him, but that won't be true. I'll show you that I know him more than you. Rob Mills,
Stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. Rob Mills, stop robbing my heart. Rob Mills, stop robbing me. I mean it, Rob Mills, stop robbing me. He's stealing my stuff.
Rob Mills.
Rob Mills is entering my house and murdering me.
Rob, seriously,
Stop
back off, mate,
robbing
okay?
my heart.
I'm gonna call the police.
Rob
Rob Mills.
Mills, stop robbing me.
Rob.
Yes.
This is the third time that I've had you in my jail cell this week.
Well, you see, I just can't stop taking things that don't belong to me.
Rob, I find it very confusing. I mean, you're on Australian Idol, you're in a musical, and here you are, kleptomania gone mad.
Well, don't you see? It's the only role I haven't played. 2020 is my year to play the role of a thief.
Now, look, it's an admirable thing that you're trying to do there, Rob, but as a sergeant of this here police station in Sydney,
The best sergeant, might I add.
Oh, Rob, you are a charmer.
You had me locked up within 30 seconds. Down at old Waverley Station, they took over 3 minutes to get there.
Oh, it's very nice of you to say, Rob. Well, look, as Sergeant Porter, that's my name, and I don't wear it out, and don't steal it.
Yeah, Rob Porter. Sounds good. Maybe one night you and I can go stay at the Hilton.
Oh, Rob, look, too much. No.
Sorry,
no.
officer. Sorry, Sarge.
Oh, it's very...
Sergeant Porter, is this man mistreating you?
Oh, no, not at all.
We need to show respect to our male and lady officers. Thank you, Mr. Mills.
Absolutely, I respect all women.
All right, I'll just be on my business then.
Now, look, Rob, as I said, it's just the third time this week. It's becoming a bit of a habit. I can't keep making excuses for you. He's good looking.
Make excuses for me, Sarge.
I just said I can't.
Please make excuses, small or large.
Look, I'm getting hot in here.
I want you to set me free. Release me on bail, don't you see? I want you to make excuses for me, Sarge. I'm a bad boy, don't you know? I'm a bad boy, and I glow. I'm a bad boy, Rob Mills. I'm a bad boy, don't you know? I'm a bad boy, see how I glow. I'm a bad boy, I'm Rob Mills. Sarge, let me out on bail tonight, and I promise I'll do right. I won't rob anyone, I won't rob any dog, I won't rob any cat, I won't rob any hog. Let me out of these bars, I need to be free. Let me out and I won't tell your boss, and you will will shine with glee. I'm a bad boy, don't you see? I'm a bad boy. I'ma see how I glow. I'm a bad boy. I'm Rob Mills. I'm a bad boy, don't you know? I'm a bad boy. See how I glow. I'm a bad boy. I'm Rob Mills. Wicked. Been there and done it, the Masked Singer. Been there and done it. Home TV or Neighbours, I've done it. I'm a bad boy,
don't you know?
Bad boy.
Watch him glow.
I'm a bad boy. I'm Rob Mills. I'm a bad boy, don't you know? I'm a bad boy. See how I glow. I'm a bad boy. I'm Rob Mills.
Rob, good to see you back.
Yeah, I just gave the old jail the slip.
Sure did. You're almost there. You're almost one of us, Millsy.
I know, it's time for the final test, I'd say. I've gotten out of 2 jails this week. What else have you got for me?
Well, Skimbleshanks and I are gonna let you take the crown jewels tonight.
Oh, thanks, Grisabella.
And
No worries.
We'll crown you with your true cat name if you succeed. Mungo Jizzles.
Hey, look at that. It's almost midnight. So it's time to start.
Oh, here we are at the Crown Tower.
The only place where they'd keep the crown jewels. Suckers, they made it too easy for us.
All right. Let's skimp her up the side of the building.
Skimp-a-dimp, just like we taught you, Rob.
Oh, I'm at the top floor.
Then
Skimpy-dip up there, you gotta take it. Not like a slob, no more.
Here they are. Right in front of me.
Catch Mungo Jizzles.
Turn off
you
the
know
smoke
where
and
it is.
sirens alarm system. I'm holding the crown jewels in my hands. I've got them. I've passed the test.
Let's get out of here, Grisabella!
Wait, Grisabella, wait, Skimbleshanks! Don't leave me!
Tea, madam.
Yes, thank you, Peter.
Oh, 'tis my royal duty to provide it for you, my good ma'am. Ah.
Now, is it true that somebody last night tried to steal my crown jewels?
Yes, we still have him if that's what you're asking.
Good. I'd like to dispel the punishment myself.
Oh, really? The capital punishment? Capital, madam.
Not capital punishment.
No, you don't wish to
Murder
wield
him?
the royal
No.
scepter and behead him on sight, as is your right as monarch of Australia.
No.
Particularly Sydney.
But, well, Peter,
Yes,
that's
madam.
not a suitable
Ma'am.
punishment, but list some other punishments that I could give him.
List them, madam.
List them.
Yes, of course. Well, number 1. You could take his hand and slice it off, like they did in Aladdin, or they threatened to. You could take his hand and rip it off, like they did in Braveheart number 2. You could take his eyes and blindfold him and put him in front of a firing squad. You could send him off to slay a dragon like they did in Shrek, starring Lord Farquaad. Punishment has to fit the crime, punishments you have to do in time, whatever punishment will fit, it must surely rhyme. Punishments must surely fit the crime, Punishments must surely fit the crime, punishments will surely fit in time. Whatever punishments will fit, we won't stop until we quit. Punishments must always surely rhyme. So those are a couple. Has that got your imagination peaked, or do you want me to think of more? I mean, remember more.
No, those all seem quite cool. I mean...
Wait, Your Majesty, what are some of your favourites from across the years?
You could whip him with a whip until he begs for more. You could make sure that he slams his ankle in the door. You could rip out his spine and remove his core. But the punishment must fit the crime.
Indeed, the punishment must always fit the crime. The punishment he surely must do time. The punishment must fit and it will always fit a bit. But the punishment must always simply rhyme. The punishment must always fit the crime. The punishment must surely do the time. If you give him a little bit, he will never want to quit. The punishment must surely rhyme. If he does it wrong, you could step him in a jar and put him in a prison cell behind some of the bars.
Also, you could put him in a jar.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. And if you want to take him off until he is just dead, you can always slice him off with that nice sword in his head.
I could also take him into my lovely fluffy bed. The punishment must always fit the crime.
The punishment must always fit the crime. The punishment must surely do the time. Just give him a little bit or surely he isn't going to quit. Punishment should always be right.
Who let the jellyfish out?
Yes, Majesty, that is the most brutal punishment of all. Here, take the jellyfish, and I'll give you some time with the prisoner.
Well, there he is. Jewel stealer.
Oh, Your Majesty, what an honour it is.
Doesn't seem like you honor me at all. You tried to steal my jewels from the tower, the crown tower.
And you have put me in a cell for a day with a jellyfish.
And now he's going to submit his punishment.
Oh no, he's not going to sting me, is he?
Worse than that.
When I was working on Home and Away as an extra, I got stung by a blue bottle. So I know the pain and I'll do anything to avoid it.
We cut back to that moment. Sting!
Home and away.
Ow!
You gonna be alright there, Millsy?
Oh, get Haley. Get Darren and Haley down here.
Cut.
Sorry, I couldn't go on. I couldn't do the scene.
Rob Mills, you're the best actor I've ever met. Don't worry about it.
You think that I don't punish the people who try to steal my crown jewels?
Oh, I expected there to be a punishment, but I expected to get away with it. Your monarchy is antiquated and falling apart.
Goodness, that got me right in the hooly-goolies. And this jellyfish will get you right in the hooly-goolies.
Before you get me in the hooly-goolies, I get one phone call.
Curses. Rod, you do indeed. Let me just... Peter?
Yes, madam.
Get Rob Mills a phone.
Would the sir prefer the landline or the cordless mobile telephone?
Oh, the landline's fine. What I want to say, I can say it right in front of the
Well, I'll
queen.
just go and get it.
Beep, 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 beep. Bring, 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 bring.
Hello?
Oh, Sergeant Porter.
Oh, Musey, where have you been, mate? I was expecting to see you in here at some point this week.
Oh, well, you see, I've been caught by the head honcho herself, the Queen.
What? The whole queen of our, Commonwealth?
Yeah, totally. And she's in Australia for some reason. She was right here ready to catch me.
She does do worldwide trips every now and then, although people haven't seen her in a little while and they're thinking there's a conspiracy, but that's another story.
Well, having not seen her might explain why she's always carrying jellyfish around.
No, Milsey, wait. Don't tell me she's trying to inflict on you the jellyfish punishment.
Yes, and unless you get here in the next 3 minutes, there's going to be jellyfish on my hooly-goolies.
Oh, Milsey, mate, I can't... Wow. I'm usually trying to lock you up and here you are asking me to break you out.
You've got to, for love. I love you, Sergeant Porter. I need you to transport her right here within the next 3 minutes.
I love you, Rob Millsy. Inside you make me swilsy. come get ya. Here I am, Crown Towers. Gosh. I demand to see Rob Mills.
Well, do you have an appointment, officer?
That's right, I'm an officer of the law, Sergeant Porter.
Oh, well, I suppose I should let you in. Your motives don't conflict with the Queen's, do they?
They don't. I'm here for one reason.
Good, because
I
I love
love
the
you,
Queen
Rob Mills.
Mother. I think she's not a bother to me. Oh, I love the monarchy.
That's nice. But I love Rob Millsy. I can see him hanging out the windowsillsy. I'm coming for you, Rob Mills.
Oh, an open declaration of love. My British temperament can't take it. Oh.
Oh, my God. He just had a heart attack. No time.
I love my hooly ghoulies. If Miss Porter doesn't get here soon, my hooly ghoulies will be stung.
I love you, Rob Millsy. This is gonna cost me the billsies, but you're worth it. I love you, Rob Mills.
I love stinging people. Nothing gives me so much happiness
Jellyfish.
than stealing a people like this man on his Rob penis.
I love punishing people. It makes me weep, people. I love to punish. Here comes the jellyfish.
I love waking up from fainting all of a sudden. I'm just glad to be alive. I'm going to tell the Queen how I feel about her.
Wait! Mrs. Queen? Yes? Don't throw that jellyfish. Because I love... Well, hang on, I've never... Sorry, if you could just give us a moment. Yes? Just... Oh, God, hang on. I'll put the jellyfish down. Ugh. Millsy, I'm
Yes,
here.
Sergeant Porter.
I'm so sorry that I didn't have the guts to tell you and I kept arresting you, which was an extreme perversion of my position of power. And I'm sorry for assaulting you in such a way, but it's because I never had the guts to tell you that, well, that I love you, Rob Millsy. You make me queasy-heelsy, 'cause I love you, Rob Mills.
And I love you, Sergeant Porter. I've always wanted a girl I could support her. I love you, Sergeant Porter.
Oh, Rob, she's gonna throw that jellyfish into your hooly ghoulies.
give me some of that junk.
Oh no. You know what?
That jellyfish is even creepier than I thought.
I've got a plan.
Do you?
I came here with 2 pussycats. They encouraged me to become a robber. And if we give them to the Queen, she'll set me free.
Okay, that sounds... What's this about pussycats?
You're the pussycat, madam.
Peter!
Yes, I think you're simply ace.
What? You've been my butler for 40 years and you've never admitted these feelings to me.
Well, I had to tell you, I love you, Queenie, Queenie. Even though you're sometimes meanie, I'd like to give the royal scepter to you.
Goodness! And I love you, cutie Peter.
Oh.
You make me feel so much sweeter. I love you. And I'll accept the scepter. Accept the scepter.
Oh, yes. Mwah.
Ooh! Quick, while they're pashing, let's go.
All right, quick, let's jump out this window.
Teach me your cat burgling ways, Rob. I've never done this before. I'm usually locking people up, not trying to escape.
Not so fast. It's me, Skimbleshanks. I mean, Grisabella. And
me,
Skimbleshanks.
Skimbleshanks.
Let's do that again. Not so fast.
What?
It's me, Grisabella.
And me, Skimbleshanks.
Hand over the crown jewels. You're no cat burglar.
All right, here I go. Here's the crown jewels, my final test. But watch out for your hooly ghoulies.
Oh, bunch of
yeah.
baloney that
Give
is.
me that crown.
Sploosh, sploosh.
Yeah, give me some of those ghoulies.
Rob. That was so brave.
Oh, thank God the Queen saw that they were the real thieves after all and got them by their hooly-goolies.
Oh, madam, they've captured the real burglars.
And these little kitty cats hold you.
Oh, you're
Queen.
not good.
I insist you let us go and give Sergeant Porter the Medal of Queen Australia.
No, because I'm afraid something much more is deserved. Rob Mills, I'm going to make you a knight. And Sergeant Porter, I will give you the Queen of Australia medal as well. Oh, wow.
Well, that's a role I haven't played before. A knight.
Peter, bring me my scepter. I mean,
haven't. Oh, sorry.
no,
yes.
the other one.
I'll bring you the royal sword, shall I?
Yes.
Swing. I had it in my pants.
Kneel, please, before me.
I'm kneeling before thee.
For the honour of Australia.
For the honour of Australia.
And for the Commonwealth at
And
large.
the Commonwealth at large.
For saving the crown
For
jewels.
saving the crown jewels.
And Rob Mills hooly-goolies. I hereby proclaim you a knight of the realm.
Oh, he's a good knight.
And Sergeant Porter, here is your Queen of Australia medal.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Sergeant Porter. Look here, I thought I was trying to be a robber when you were the real robber after all. Robbing my heart.
Oh, Rob, it's crazy. I mean, if people only knew the real you, they think they know you, but you're so brave and
I'm not a bad boy anymore.
you're not a bad boy.
I'm a good boy.
You're a good boy. And you're amazing. And I can't wait to be in love with you.
He's a good night. With Rob, you'll know it's gonna be a good night. He's a good night. With Rob, you know it's gonna be alright.
He's a good night.
With Rob, you know it's gonna be a good night.
He's a good night.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be alright. You might think that he's wicked. You might think that he's bad. But I'm telling you that Rob Mills is no cat.
You might think he's your neighbor. You might think he's hot. But Rob Mills has got more in his pocket than he does not.
He's a good night.
With Rob, you know it's gonna be a good night. He's a good night. With Rob Mills, you know it'll be alright.
He's a good night.
With Rob Mills, you know it's gonna be a good night.
He's a good night.
And you know with Rob Mills, you're gonna be alright.
You might think he's a winky prince, but if you have him, you'll never have good sense.
You might see the iffy arrow of your ways.
You might think that he's a ghost, but you'll find you love him the most.
You want him whether he is home or away. Yeah, he's a good night. Tonight, you know it's gonna be a good night.
He's a good night.
You know Rob Mills is gonna be alright. He's a good night. With Rob Mills, you know it's gonna be a good night.
He's a good night.
With Rob Mills, you know you'll be alright. All right, that was Rob Mills, The Untold Story. Thank you so much, Naomi Wales, for that suggestion. If anyone else wants a song made up about them or a show made up about them, just give us your suggestion on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Now, Jack,
Yes.
was it everything that you had expected?
It went nowhere that I was expecting.
Really?
But I was delighted, especially with Grisabella and Skimble Shanks
Yeah.
making an appearance. That was really fun.
I gotta say, the jellyfish and the hooly-goolies, top notch, top notch. How about you, Hollie?
Oh, look, I'm shook. The fact that Rob, we didn't know that we
Yeah.
thought he was, an actor, but actually he's a knight and that he's met the Queen and also trained as a cat burglar.
I think that's why so many people don't know about his history of crime, is because basically the good deeds kind of outweighed the bad.
Yeah, but he seems like a bit of a heart stealer as well.
Oh, yes. And if you want to do some good deeds for Impromptunes, you can give us a review on any of your platforms, or you can become a Patreon and support us just like the Royal Scepter supports the Queen.
Goodness.
So if you are listening to this in the morning, we hope that you have a good morning. But if you're listening to it at night, we hope that you have a Rob Mills. And you know why. He's a good night. With Rob Mills, you know it's gonna be a good night.
It's a good night.
With Rob Mills, you're gonna be alright.
It's a good night.
With Rob Mills, you know it's gonna be a good night.
It's a good night.
With Rob Mills, you know it's gonna be alright.
Right.